Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today we are going to be showcasing Cipher alongside Feixiao for a very fun follow-up team. And before we get into today's video, I would love to know if you guys are personally considering pulling for Cipher or if you're considering skipping her for someone else and for who. And lastly, if you guys enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and now let's get straight into it. We have a pretty standard follow-up team here, and we are going to be adding Cipher. Cipher does have follow-ups in her kit, so she'll be a pretty nice addition to this team here, and she's so gorgeous. I absolutely love Cipher's design. She looks so cool, and she has like this little moon on her hip right here, which is a huge plus in my opinion. She also has a little bow with the little moon on it. Yes, Cipher is just absolutely adorable. I love her design so much. And we're going to get into this by using our techniques, and we're going to be beating up Hule for today, which is very exciting. And also, Cipher gets super fast in her technique. That's pretty cool as well. Cipher is going to come in with a follow-up attack, and so will Feixiao. So what we're going to start off by doing is using our skill with Robin. Now we are going to get hit here, but this is perfectly fine, as this will allow Acheron to unleash a follow-up attack, which will also actually get us Robin's ultimate. We'll just basic attack with Cipher, and now we can advance everyone forward with Robin, give our team some more buffs, and we are also going to skill here with Acheron just so we have beefy shields to ensure that whenever the enemies do hit us, we'll be able to get those blind bet points. With Cipher, I'm just going to basic attack right here, and we are going to get hit a bit, but once again, we have those beefy shields, so we're going to be able to get some blind bet points here for Acheron, and also be able to take advantage of his ultimate. We are just going to deal some more follow-ups right here, and we are almost on full stacks here for Feixiao. So we are about to use Feixiao's ultimate in a moment here, and boom, there goes Cipher. And as for how Cipher uses her follow-up attacks are limited to 1 per turn. But what's really cool is if you attack the patron, which is the enemy with the little coin above them, which is currently this enemy, then Cipher will actually unleash a follow-up attack on them. While it is once per turn, since Cipher is just so freaking fast, you'll be able to take advantage of a nice amount of follow-up attacks. Now with Feixiao, we're going to skill, boom, comes in the follow-up, another follow-up here from Acheron, and then another follow-up from Feixiao. We're going to get hit here. Unfortunately, we did not get Acheron's follow-up, but you know what? It's okay. Let's just keep it going. With Robin here, we could just basic attack, and boom, there's Cipher's follow-up. So we're just going to be able to take advantage of some nice follow-up attacks right here. So now with Acheron, I'm not going to use his ultimate just yet. I actually want to save his ultimate for when we actually are fighting Hule. So with Feixiao, I'm just going to skill, and then for Cipher, I'm just going to basic attack. We are about to advance the entire team forward with Robin, and I also did it before Robin's turn comes up, so we don't actually waste the duration of her skill. So now with Feixiao, we are just going to basic attack. I want Cipher to be able to unleash her follow-up attack right when we fight Hule here, as she will be able to inflict those debuffs. Boom, there we go. Now with Acheron, we can also use his ultimate, inflict some more debuffs onto Hule, and now we can follow up here with Feixiao's ultimate. We're going to deal some nice damage right here. Wha-bam, there we go. And now we are going to get hit a bit here, but once again, more blind bet points for us, which leads to more follow-ups. It just ends up working out very nicely because Feixiao is going to be able to take advantage of this for more Flying Aureus stacks. So now with Cipher, we are just going to skill, and now with Acheron, we can basic attack. Boom, there goes Cipher's follow-up. We're going to follow up here with Feixiao. Now we just have more follow-ups coming in. Now Hule is going to attack us quite a bit here, but this will be really good for us to actually get more follow-ups here from Acheron. We're going to get hit a bit. There we go, another follow-up. Alrighty. And another follow-up. Alright, so we're taking a bit of damage here, but it's fine. We're just going to skill here with Cipher. And since we used Robin's ultimate before her turn came up, we didn't have to use her skill right there to replenish her skills buff. So now we could just use our skills with our other characters. And now Hule's HP is almost gone. We are going to be able to deal more damage here. And our goal right now is to get rid of Hule's first HP bar and then go all out with Feixiao's ultimate as well as Cipher's for this HP bar right here. All right, we're gonna have the big wabam in a moment here. Feixiao's gonna come in. We're stacking more coins here for Cipher, as you guys can see. And now with Acheron, we're gonna use his ultimate just to debuff. Now Acheron's follow-up is gonna come in. Boom. Now with Feixiao, we are gonna use her ultimate once again. And then we are gonna follow up with Cipher's ultimate. And we're actually gonna be able to deal a crap ton of damage here to Hule. All right, so we have saved about 1.4 million right here for the damage tallied. And now here comes in Cipher. And wha-bam! There we go. We were able to kill Hule immediately by doing that. We were able to clear that in one cycle. And now if we take a look at the builds for today's video, here is Feixiao. And we can just quickly go through her stats. The crit rate being as high as it is just to guarantee the crits throughout the showcase. I would prioritize trying to get just as much crit rate as you can on Feixiao, just so she can ensure her critical hits, especially during her ultimate. If your crit damage is lower, that's fine. Even if your speed is lower, that is okay as well. I would just try your best to get as much crit rate as possible on Feixiao. We are using her signature light cone, but if you don't have this one, you can consider alternative hunt light cones instead. When it comes to her traces, they are maxed out. For her relics, we're using Duran Dynasty and then Wind Soaring. And as for Eidolons, she is completely E0. I have not activated any of these. Now for Cipher, here she is. She is very fast, and one of the priorities when it comes to building Cipher will be her speed. If we take a quick look at one of her traces here, I believe it's this one. This trace basically gives us an indicator of how much speed we want on Cipher, which will be 170 or above. This will allow Cipher's crit rate to increase by 50%, and also the recorded value will increase by 100% as well. Those coins that she was tallying up throughout battle is why her ultimate dealt so much damage. I waited to use her ultimate until Hule's second HP bar, just so we were able to nuke Hule with our ultimate here. When it comes to Cipher's build overall, I would highly recommend trying to get 170 or above speed on her. So here is her light cone, which these debuffs will reduce enemies' defenses, so that's pretty good just for dealing additional damage output. And her light cone will also give her more speed as well, which is pretty useful. Now for her traces, they are maxed out. And as for her relics, we are using Duran Dynasty. You can consider alternative planars as well. For her relic set, we are using Pioneer Diver of Dead Waters. If you are fighting a quantum weak enemy, then Genius of Brilliant Stars will also be a pretty nice option on her. As for Eidolons, she is completely E0. I have not activated any of these, as you guys can see. We do have a signature light cone, but you can absolutely use alternative options other than this one. Cases are maxed out. Relics, we're just using Broken Keel and Knight of Purity Palace. And for his Eidolons, he is completely E0. Lastly, we have Robin here, and she has a nice amount of attack, 120 speed, she has energy regen rope, and here she is. We do have her signature equipped, but honestly, you can definitely use the free-to-play option, Tomorrow's Journey. Her traces are maxed out, and for her relics, we're just using Sprightly Vonlak, and then 2-piece Prisoner, 2-piece Musketeer of Wild Wheat just for more attack. As for Eidolons, she is completely E0. I have not activated any of these. And when it comes to Cipher overall, I personally really like her with Feixiao due to the fact that she is a faster character. So her frequent attacks are going to be useful when it comes to getting Feixiao more Flying Aureus stacks. She does, of course, have that follow-up in her kit. And what's really cool is that Cipher has a very nice trace, which the trace I'm taking a look at is the last one here, where it mentions how when Cipher is on the battlefield, the damage received by all enemy targets will increase by 40%. This trace right here allows her to be, in a sense, a flexible option when it comes to teams, especially because of how her ultimate functions when it comes to tallying the amount of damage dealt onto enemies. Depending on what type of team you place her on, if that team is able to deal a nice amount of damage onto enemies, she takes advantage of this now to deal a massive amount of damage with her ultimate, as you guys saw. So I personally really like this trace. It also assisted with Feixiao dealing more damage, since we have this further amplifying Feixiao's damage output alongside the buffs that Robin provides. And of course, once again, her follow-up attacks are very useful when it comes to just getting Feixiao more flying Aurea stacks. So overall, very, very fun team. I'm going to be showcasing Cipher alongside more characters very, very soon, so do stay tuned for those videos. If you guys actually have any team suggestions you would like to see, do let me know in the comments down below and I will try my best to do those showcases for you. And yeah, I'd love to know if you guys are potentially planning to pull for Cipher or if you're not too sure just yet. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.